We all just take our strawberry. You know how it's red, right? We go to our girlfriend when she's on her period. Reapers, what's is good? It's your boy Laser. This is back with another scary reaction video. He's on the scary content. So continue to left. He has written a disturbing internet shit. Bro, there's so many crazy ass things that happen on the internet. We're not straight into visual scary content. Visual scary reviews feature is still button. You subscribe to the notification bell icon. I stream every night on Twitch. Go check out streams, fucking amazing. Let's dive straight in this video.
Cameraman. In 2013, a channel called Surveillance Cameraman was created on YouTube. And although the videos have all been taken down now, only accessible through a handful of internet archives, there was once a time when this channel went so viral that it was even featured in the news and in the Seattle Times newspaper. Although the videos are no longer visible on YouTube, pretty much all of the Surveillance Cameraman videos follow the exact same formula. A man with a camera would walk around the streets of Seattle, go up to random people on the street, get in their personal space, and start recording them without their permission, and without even bothering to
Hey, let me film you real quick. Yeah, you're on camera. We can't bait.
Explain to people why he was recording or what he planned to do with the videos in the future. As you can imagine, a lot of people didn't take kindly to having a camera shoved in their face, but when his targets would confront him and ask him what he was doing, he would usually either stay completely silent, make slight grunting noises, or just say something extremely vague like, "I'm just recording a video." In some of his videos, people would naturally get pretty mad at him, but he never seemed to care and just kept on recording, even when being yelled at, chased away by his targets, getting stuff thrown at him, or having his camera even batted away. Most of the time, however, people would just get self-conscious and awkward when they realized they were being recorded and would try to walk away from—
Like, just imagine some random ass motherfucker just casually always recording you, bruh. That's so fucking, like, you're just chilling, bro, you're taking a— don't lie, guys, we all just taking a massive dookie on the fucking public street at night. And then someone decides to record it. Here, do another dookie.
who they probably assumed was either a stalker or just a jerk with no consideration for their privacy and personal space. The channel was extremely weird, and if you take a minute to analyze Surveillance Cameraman's actions, it might seem like there wasn't a real purpose to his videos other than to maybe annoy people to get cheap views on YouTube. However, in one of his videos, he says something that suggests there was a deeper meaning to the channel. In his first video ever, he walks up to a young couple studying at a college campus, immediately pulls out his camera and starts recording them without their permission. After a few moments of awkward silence where the couple tries to figure out what's going on, the guy—
Look at him, bro. That's he's got like that body of like fear, bro. Like I can just see in his body language. Like you look at his face, man. That motherfucker's like, fuck this.
I asked Surveillance Cameraman why he's recording them when they're just minding their own business, to which the uploader responds with a question.
Can you ask us why you're taking a video?
Just taking a video.
Okay, well, I don't want to be taking a video.
Why are you so worried about it?
I'm not worried, you're just being annoying.
Look at this way.
It's so weird, like, the fuck?
You ever go to the grocery store? You know, there's like surveillance cameras everywhere?
Yeah?
It's not a big deal.
Okay,
It's just a video. I mean,
Like, how would you even, like, be able to respond to that? Like, imagine just someone just casually, like, saying they're filming you. Like, motherfuckers, like, the person that's filming is just talking like it's a normal thing. Yeah, I casually just film people, fucking each other in the booty hole every night. Like, that's normal. Like, this guy's just, like, this guy— I like how the person filming is just casually, like, talking like it's a normal thing. Like, wow, it's so normal just to film someone out of nowhere.
No, you're just being annoying.
After the video was uploaded, a lot of people started to speculate that maybe the entire point of the channel was to raise awareness about how much we've sacrificed our privacy in today's world.
Yeah, like, these could just be skits, probably. Like, he probably— yeah.
How we've silently consented to institutions to record our every move and use the footage for means we're not 100% aware of.
This is probably just a skit.
Although, this theory was never officially confirmed by Surveillance Cameraman himself. Even if it were true, putting cameras in strangers' face just to make a point is a pretty obnoxious way to make a social commentary.
It could have just been skits.
Throughout the rest of all his videos, there's almost no further mention of the channel having a deeper meaning. Shortly after the channel was created, a local Seattle news station even made a report on Surveillance Cameraman, heavily leaning into the possibility that the channel was created to comment on a social issue. Shortly after, the Seattle Times even published an article about how the uploader's actions were making a lot of people question the meaning of privacy in the 21st century. Still, because YouTube pretty much wiped the entire channel's videos, it's hard to know the real motivation in recording random people on the street and posting it to YouTube.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
ForgottenLanguages.org. ForgottenLanguages.org is a very confusing website with all kinds of theories behind its possible meaning, which has led to the creation of a pretty deep rabbit hole around it over the years. Upon visiting the site, you'll be greeted with what appears to be a library of strange articles with some very weird images. What makes this website so strange is that none of these articles are legible, as they appear to be written in some sort of unknown language. Some of the articles do have snippets of English sprinkled throughout them, but for the most part, they're pretty much impossible to understand. The only way you'd be able to get an idea of what each article is about would be to look at the external documents being referenced in the article and do some reverse engineering to make an educated guess as to the article's subject matter. The further I ventured into the site, the stranger the topics of the articles started to get, with a lot of them being written on things like occult spirituality, alien technologies, the darker side of neuropsychology, and similar topics.
Creepy.
Although some people have speculated that the entire site is written in complete gibberish and was just made as a complicated joke, others have claimed to have successfully translated some of the articles with advanced translation software. Many people seem to think ForgottenLanguages.org is the work of a mysterious woman who goes by the name Angel, along with 15 other close collaborators who are obsessed with using already existing languages to create a new, universal language that can be understood by living organisms other than humans. This is where it starts to get a little confusing, as the creators of the website have also allegedly claimed that they made ForgottenLanguages.org to share some sort of secret knowledge with other speakers of the language around the world. Because some of the articles on the site seem to reference confidential government
Oh, look at that cute dolphin. Meow.
documents, lots of people have theorized that there's something deeper going on behind the scenes at Forgotten Languages, but so far none of this has been confirmed. I also found really elaborate association charts made by someone who wanted to find all the people connected to the website. But some of the associations look like a bit too much of a stretch, and it looks more like a conspiracy theory chart than anything else. Because the owners of Forgotten Languages have been uploading articles to their site for over 15 years, it's hard to believe they're doing it without a real purpose. If it were
hey, look at that nice ass shit.
A hoax or some sort of ARG, this would be a pretty elaborate one. As I later found out, there's also Forgotten Languages YouTube channel with some very strange videos. A couple of other YouTubers have reached out to the channel owners who responded not to worry about the channel as the videos were all made as messages for their members or something like that. It's possible in the future more information on Forgotten Languages will surface, but for now, there's not really a concrete idea as to what the site is actually used for.
They have, guys, you wanna know my favorite language to speak? My favorite language is, Hebrew. I'm the boy in
Thrift Shop SD Cards. In 2014, a channel called Thrift Shop SD Cards was created on YouTube with the intention of uploading strange things that the channel owners found in the memory cards and cameras they bought at thrift stores. Since its creation, only 2 videos have been uploaded to its channel, with the most recent one dating back to September 2014. In the description of the first video, the uploaders claimed that the video was found on an SD card in an old digital camera around 2004, and that the footage shows 2 teens looking at what appears to be an abandoned school. As per the caption, there's a weird sound at 49 seconds, after which the 2 teens mention a moving door and turn the camera off.
Wait a minute, did you see that? Did that door just move? Did you? Nope. Nope. Did you see that? Like, was that a door that just moved?
Because the video ends as soon as one of the teenagers turns around, it's impossible to know what exactly caused the door to move. Still, it's pretty creepy considering the video was allegedly found on a thrift shop camera. The second video shows a man staring into the camera and talking about something being in his eyes and asking someone else if they see
guys, hold on. There's something in my eyes. Hold on. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? I'm an eyeball. Time to stab my pee-pee. No more baby.
His eyes too, with no response.
This is weird. This makes me cringe.
According to the uploader, this video was taken in 2003, and although many people have found it a little disturbing, it's more than likely that the guy just had colored contact lenses in his eyes and was going to send the video to a friend asking if he could see them. Although of course this hasn't been confirmed, it's pretty likely that's all there is to this video. Help me, Susie's dying. In the UK in the 70s and 80s, there were rumors that if you went to certain telephone booths and dialed a specific number, you would allegedly reach a woman with a flat, monotone—
I want to call someone in a television booth so badly, but like the next time I see a television booth, telephone booth, I want to use one. I never used a telephone booth in my life. I just want to use it for the fun, you know, why not?
Voice repeating the same creepy phrase over and over. Help me, Susie's dying. However, on the internet, there's some contradicting information circulating about the whole thing. Many people disagree on the exact number you'd have to dial to reach the disturbing voice, and what the exact message you'd hear was, but the common consensus was that the number was simply 202020 or a similar combination of 2s and 0s. Over the years, the story's been reposted all over the internet on forums like 4chan and Reddit, and the first account of the Help Me Susie's Dying story I was able to find dates all the way back to the year 2000. A man from Lancashire named Rob Dickinson wrote about his account of what happened when he and a couple of his friends went into a phone booth in the mid-70s to see if the rumors were true. Rob's account was originally published in the It Happened to Me section of the 14 Times, a British magazine dedicated to publishing people's accounts of their encounters with the odd, paranormal, and mysterious. I found a few more accounts of the same story in the same magazine, and although there was some contradicting information in some of them, they all agreed that the phone booths were located in or around the town of Burnley in the UK, and that the incident took place in the—
Dude, the UK is so nice, man. I don't know why, but I wouldn't mind living in like an area like this. This looks cool as shit.
70s and 80s. These few accounts are the only official sources of information available on the Help Me Susie's Dying incident, which makes it hard to confirm whether any of this is true. According to one of the most logical and believable theories that has surfaced regarding the disturbing recording, the voice was supposed to be a test not meant to be heard by the public. And it's possible that due to the bad quality of the recording back in the 70s and 80s, the voice could have been saying something completely different than what the users heard. It's possible that the voice was saying something like, "Hold please, user dialing," but because of the garbled sound of the recording, the dialer heard "Help me, Susie's dying," and the whole story became a case of broken telephone. Still, it's possible that some employees at the phone booth company programmed the test recording to say something dark and disturbing as a joke.
What the fuck? Dark and disturbing?
Sweet Peach. Sweet Peach is an extremely strange
Sweet Peach, I love peaches, bro. I love peaches. Peaches are good. It's not my favorite fruit, but they're good as fuck. I think my favorite fruit is probably fucking strawberries, man. Don't lie, guys. We all just take our strawberry. You know how it's red, right? We go to our girlfriend when she's on her period. Oh no, make it even more red. Not the tamponi.
YouTube channel created in July 2017 featuring over 17,000 videos that don't seem to make any sense. All of the videos are the same, starting with an image of a couple of barcodes and eventually becoming a jarbled mess of colorful graphics, geometric shapes, and smiley faces while beeping tones can be heard in the background. Although the videos vary in length, most of them range from 2 to 9 minutes long, and despite the insane amount of videos that have been uploaded to the channel over the years, there doesn't seem to be any sort of meaning to Sweet Peach. Many people have come up with all kinds of theories to explain the channel's purpose, but it seems the channel is most similar to another channel called WebDriver Torso. On September 23, 2013, WebDriver Torso started uploading videos at a pretty insane rate, often every 15 to 20 minutes. Similarly to Sweet Peach, the videos consisted of simple slides with colorful graphics and constant beeping noises playing in the background.
Weird.
Although most of the 624,000 videos uploaded to the channel were pretty much the same, the channel gained a lot of public attention in 2014 when a couple of users found what appeared to be jokes sprinkled throughout some of the videos. As the videos gained attention online, YouTube eventually admitted that the channel had been created by their performance engineers as an internal testing tool for visuals and audio, and in 2017, WebDriver Torso stopped posting videos at the same crazy fast rate. Still, WebDriver Torso remains active to this day, still posting videos on occasion. Considering its similarities to WebDriver Torso,
Looks like one of those type of like websites like your teacher would go on. Like the thumbnails give me like those math like, I'm not random as fuck, but it just gives me math vibes for some reason. Like those math channels about like this looks like if If you took away the titles, bro, and you just showed me the thumbnails, I would think this is like some math channel with all like the weird ass shapes, you know what I'm fucking saying?
It's possible that Sweet Peach is just another automated performance testing account. Otherwise, I can't really think of a good reason to have a channel like this.
Weird.
The Stinky Meat Project.
Stinky Meat.
StinkyMeat.net is probably one of the strangest,
y'all
most
need to clean your meat, bro. Most of y'all meats be stinking.
disgusting websites hidden in the corners of the internet. It's not necessarily disturbing, just incredibly weird. As per the website's description, the Stinky Meat Project was created in the summer of 2000 by a guy named Malin Smith, who thought it would be a good idea to take 3 different kinds of meat, put them on a plate, and place them in his neighbor's yard to see what would happen if he left the meat to rot.
The fuck? His
Long
neighbor's
story
yard?
short, because he never got arrested for his antics in his neighbor's yard, he decided to turn the Stinky Meat Project into something a little bit bigger.
His neighbor's yard? What the fuck?
Over the years, Malin Smith and a couple of his friends have been taking different kinds of raw meat and documenting what happens when they leave the meat in random locations such as libraries, malls, parks, backyards, and even on top of their computers. The whole project consists of them going back to the meat they've left in different locations, checking to see how disgusting it gets over time, and uploading the pictures to their site, as well as some descriptions of what they had to go through for the meat to end up where it did. There doesn't seem to be much more to it. The sheer effort they've put into the whole thing is pretty insane. Over time, Malin and his friends have even made some merch with the Stinky Meat Project logo on t-shirts, and it appears they even had a bit of a fan base at their peak. It seems the project is no longer active, but the website definitely still is, and probably will be for a while.
Maggots. Maggots in my flesh.
Floating Chinese City. In 2015, a video of what appeared to be a floating city in the clouds above the Chinese city of Foshan started circulating everywhere online, and after it was covered in several news stations around the world, all kinds of theories started surfacing regarding the video's origin. The quality of the video itself is pretty bad, but because it was allegedly shot on a cloudy day, it doesn't immediately look fake. Despite the fact that even sources like CNN covered it, nobody really knows who shot the video or where it came from, which is pretty strange regardless of whether it's real or not. As you can imagine, as soon as some of the more credible news sources began speculating about the video's origin, people started throwing around all kinds of conspiracy theories, with some people claiming that the footage is undeniable evidence of the so-called Blue Beam project. According to the now-deceased Canadian writer and poet Sergei Monast, Project Bluebeam was NASA's effort to broadcast holograms of the second coming of Christ all over the world to implement a totalitarian takeover of Earth by the New World Order.
We'll take over. That's me. Sorry guys, didn't mean to take over the world.
Although this is one of the wilder theories regarding the video's origin for sure, some of the other more credible theories that have also gained traction over the years suggest there's a more plausible explanation for the video of the floating city. According to one of the most believable ones, the floating city could have been a real video of something called a fata morgana, which is basically an optical illusion or a mirage caused by light rays being bent by extremely dense air trapped by alternating layers
What's a big ass ship?
of warm and cold. This phenomenon sometimes causes boats and ships on the ocean to look as if they're floating above the water in the distance.
Yeah, like whenever I'm at the beach, I always be seeing like shit. That's weird.
Or that there's water in the distance on the road. Still, to say the floating city looks anything like what even the most impressive Fata Morgana usually looks like is a huge stretch, suggesting the very real possibility that the video was somehow faked. Project Red Sun. In 2012, supposed footage of a secret NASA mission to Mars in 1973 started gaining massive traction online. Many people bought into the theory that NASA had launched a covert project codenamed Project Red Sun in the late 60s and early 70s to land human beings on Mars and establish relationships with aliens without the general public noticing. The footage itself starts with a blue screen warning viewers that the video is not meant for public distribution, after which we see 3 minutes of blurry, wobbly footage of the supposed Mars landing. At first glance, it's hard to know what to make of the video, and it's not hard to see why many conspiracy theorists tried to position the footage as proof that NASA had been working with aliens for the past 50 years while keeping the public completely in the dark. Obviously, the most logical explanation is that the video and the theory behind it are fake. Some people have claimed that the footage is the work of the Faking Hoaxer, a small channel on YouTube that has released similar footage in the past and promoted it as real. It might also be worth mentioning that John Moonwalker, the YouTuber who originally uploaded the video back in 2012, has uploaded similar videos of questionable origin in the past. The most popular video on his channel, uploaded 14 years ago, is titled Apollo 17 Alien Encounter, and
Alien Encounter, ooh. Aliens. Spooky!
shows some obviously edited footage of a moon landing. So just with that, we have to take everything published by the channel with a grain of salt. A lot of people seem to favor the idea that the footage was created using some of NASA's still images of Mars and
I always thought like just actual footage of planets is like eerie as fuck. I don't know why. Like especially when you see those like videos of like the sounds being recorded.
manipulating them with some basic editing software. But there are of
Well guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it because it was one of those disturbing internet fucked up things. It was most creepy to you. If you enjoy scary content, you know scary features, then do. I'll see you next one. Peace.